So this is the process that I use to receive cattle. These in this video here are bought off of a farm, so they have a lot lower risk. I don't have all the answers. I've got a very small operation here, but the same principles would apply. You know, whether you have one head or you have 1,000, you just scale it up, scale it down. All right, it's early in the morning. The sun is coming up. And these two little heifers, I bought these yesterday. I'm gonna turn them loose. I held them inside of this corral overnight. Just kind of let them get them settled in. But I really need to kick them out this morning. I gotta go to work today, so I'll come back after lunch, check on them. I had them in this little side corral over here. I don't know if you can see it. This area right there. Had them in there when I first got them, and they tried breaking out on me. So a little lesson there. Whenever you get a new animals in, put them in something solid. Normally I like to, if they're feeder calves, I like to keep them locked up for 3-4 days or so, throw them some hay, just really let them get settled. But we'll see. I've got these in a center paddock, so if they do get out, there's at least one more layer before they're off of the property. So turn them loose, get a video of them here. I always like to videotape them too, like any markings, ear tag numbers, all of that. It really does help. If they get out, they get in with the neighbors, keeps any questions down, disputes down, all those things. So that's what I'm doing. I'm gonna turn them loose. Wish me luck. Tag number 42, all black heifer, little buddy there. Tag number 61, also a heifer. 42, does not have any markings on her. 61, over here has a little bit of white on its udder. Got nothing for you. See that little bit of white down there on its udder? Well, that went as good as we could hope. They weren't crazy to begin with, so that always helps. But yeah, that's what you want to see. Turn them loose and they put their head down, start eating, and not throw their head up, tail up, ears back, and away they go. So that's a good thing. So that's hopefully they'll be here whenever I get back. I said they did their best to get out yesterday. So hopefully we're good. Couple little things whenever you get something new on the farm. One, put it in a really strong area, either the best fence you got and or a corral. I prefer a corral. As you can see, I'm standing in that right here. Put them in a corral, let them sit in there at least overnight, preferably a couple days if that's an option. If they're not got a source of water that's just obvious, like a pond or something like that, in a smaller area where you turn them into, make sure they know where the water is. I put water normally in both ends of my little receiving pen here. That way there I don't have to worry about them not finding water. Right now it's kind of cool out, so it's not a big a deal, but you know, if they don't have a drink, you know, right away first day throughout the day, but whenever it's hot, make sure that they know where the water is. What I do is I put them in, say, this little corral area here. As you can see around me, this first little pen on here is not very big, and in that is water, and I make sure they know where it is. I watch them drink. I fill it back up. The second thing is I get feed. If I know where they're coming from, I get feed of the same type, the same brand, same type, same mix, same whatever, and I start them off on that so we don't have too many changes all at once. Changing environment, changing everything else, changing foods is one thing you can keep steady. Of course, if you're buying sale barn cattle, that's not an option, but in that situation, I like to get something that they'll likely eat. So sweet feed, Just go to your local farm store, buy a 40-50 pound bag of just all stock sweet feed. It smells good, it tastes good, and they'll nose around in it. You know, these right here, they know what a feed bunk is, but a lot of times when you're buying those sale-born calves, they don't know what a feed bunk is. So, you know, having them pinned up in this tight space really makes a difference on that as well, getting them used to knowing what feed is, even if you're not planning on feeding them all the time. You know, if you got good grass or that's not into your management plan, I still like to feed them enough to where they at least have a knowledge of what it is and a liking for what it is, because whenever I want to catch them, sometimes the easiest way is just to shake a feed bag and have them come running. So they get a taste for it. It's like crack. They can't stay away from it. So chute back behind me here is connected onto this corral, which is also corral connected onto the receiving pin here, which is kind of a triangle shape where I can squeeze them off that receiving pin in that grass and that trap down there, bring them up and get them onto the into the corral so I can work them. These have already been worked, so I don't have to mess with them, but normally I'll let them sit for a day or so, and then I will run shots through them after that. There's different philosophies on if you give them a vaccine from the second they hit the ground or you let them settle in just a bit. I don't know if it matters, but it does matter if they get vaccine in them, so make sure that that happens. I like to keep them in this trap too for about 2 weeks if I can. Reason being, if they're gonna get sick, most likely it's gonna happen in that first couple weeks, especially if they're calves out of the sale barn. You know, they're exposed to all kinds of stuff. So if you can keep them in this trap, I said this trap was a triangle shape. It's kind of more of a diamond shape, actually. I gotta quit goofing around with cows and I gotta go to work. Start to say unfortunately, but fortunately, because I'm thankful to have a job. So my philosophy on this channel is that we all kind of learn off of each other. You know, I'm not arrogant enough to think that I know it all or that I'm the smartest person in the room, because I guarantee you, people that know me will say he's not. So that's why your feedback, your comments matter. We can all learn off of each other. You know, hopefully this turns into a safe place where we can all share, we can all learn, and you know, there's many different ways that this can be done. So leave a comment and share what you think, what you know, ask any questions, and hopefully somebody that's out there will be able to answer that and help us all out as trash is almost burned. So we have a trash man. I just like to burn the boxes. So and I think this trash fire is finally peace and quiet. Down. It's green here. It's not going anywhere. So I'm gonna go inside and get me something to eat. So till next time, adios, and we'll catch you then. See ya.